Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Bleach review. Ooh, back a bit, Jesus Christ. Oh, there you go. So, welcome back to another Bleach review reaction. Today's chapter is 681, and hopefully you can hear me just fine. I have my air conditioner on, of course. It's pretty much hot outside, practically, for fuck's sake, summer, and it's just like, uh, you know, you're either out there sweating or you're not. You know what the story is, pretty much. So, right at the top, page one. If you remember last chapter, Ichigo pretty much has been defeated by Watch himself, and at this point, they pretty much realize that it is pretty impossible for them to defeat Watch at this point because it says the end of two worlds. So as we delve into this current situation they're in right now, we're going to find out what does that mean by the end of two worlds. And of course, they actually hinted at it a bit earlier if you were paying attention. It actually meant not just the world of the living, but also Soul Society themselves. He's going to take out both worlds with his Stern Riders and Soul Reapers there, and including the humans. Now, why is he going to do this? That's still to be figured out as to why he wants to take out both worlds, and what is it the conflict that he has between normal humans, and what is this dilemma with the human world and the although it's been explained a little, what was his issue with the Soul Reapers? The question is, why is he going to sacrifice his own people as well, along with the Soul Reapers, for this plan? And if there is this mighty plan that he has, what is this plan? Is it to rebuild both worlds again in his image, or is it just to become the ruler of everything and not give two fucks of what really happened? Because at this point, I'm guessing that's what he's gonna do: destroy pretty much both worlds and just like not care to what actually goes down in the foreseeable future. But eventually, somebody's gonna come along strong enough to defeat him. We just don't know who. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here at the top of page one. His enemy's back lies before him, and we see Renji here trying to attempt to attack Huwash, but Wait, hold it, and he wants him to hold on before he goes and walks through that portal. Because remember, he said it doesn't matter what you do. If you try attacking me, I'll see it coming, and pretty much he'll show you a terrible world of pain. That's what he pretty much mentioned in the last chapter at the very end of chapter 680, but this is 681, and you see Ichigo lying on the floor, pretty much telling Renji to stop, that it is useless, and do not even bother talking to the guy because he will not relent no matter what the case may be. There you go, flipping pages here. The virtual pages of the web. So let's see here. Right at the top of page 5. Here we go. So Renji attacks him, and he pretty much takes apart. He pretty much took apart his sword in a Shikai mold. Pretty much, he just teared it to shreds without even trying. And Renji's over there, of course, to the right of page 5, shocked. The brave sword is shattered. The end to worlds. So basically, in Uryu's side of the fight, we get a little commentary going in, and the fact that Uryu was fighting him, he actually makes it known. The Stern Rider B guy makes it known that although he can borrow the Almighty's power every now and then, he's not actually able to use it, which is the same guy Uryu uses antithesis technique on, which is pretty much quite the opposite of what the Almighty technique is, which he pretty much tells that that's exactly what it is. He could use that technique to probably defeat His Majesty himself. However, a U-Wash, rather preferred to be called as U-Watch. However, he reveals that he was just that, a decoy, to allow U-Watch to put his plan forward and to get into the real world. And that's when Uryu noticed that, okay, maybe fighting you was a bad idea, and I should probably take this opportunity to escape from you. But he actually prevents that from happening by completely upright slaughtering Uryu, without even trying. But you also see a Stern Rider be here falling on down to the ground after the long battle he has had with Uryu, of course. Wait, what are you making that face for? Do you think that I'd be upset, that I'd feel betrayed to think that His Majesty would siphon away all of my power? Is just the opposite. I take pride in it that His Majesty found your power unfitting to seal. So then he chose to steal mine instead. I cannot think of a greater honor. So apparently he is honored the simple fact that Uwatch has actually siphoned his power to use for his own, because that actually means that he values Storm Rider B's power over Uryu's power, which is basically the antithesis technique. But the reason why I probably didn't take it probably has to do with something more than just that. Because only I am capable of being an asset to His Majesty. And Uryu is just looking at him just like, you know what? I don't really feel that bad for you after what just happened. I see. Wait. So he tells Ishida to wait. Come here so that I may transfer your wounds onto myself. I am about to die. Whether I'm wounded a bit more or not, will I have no bearing on the outcome. What are you saying? What's wrong? Are you taking pity on me? We are at each other's throats just this minute ago, with every intent of killing one another. So basically, if you remember the last chapter, they were at each other's throat. They wanted to pretty much kill each other and finish each other's off. Oh yeah, there's Diamond right there, right off the bed, and now she's going back to the bed. Figure that much. She's stretching actually. So they had an intent of killing each other. They no longer have intent on doing so. So instead of killing each other, he just wants to take the wounds he has given Uryu and transfer it to his body, so that way Uryu can actually survive should he come to the conclusion that he will have to fight Uwatch, which chances are that will be the case. Why do you hesitate? You said it yourself. You put everything you have on those scales of yours. Because if you merely follow others while being lost and adrift yourself, without ever truly weighing your decisions and consequences, then you just may come to regret everything. In light of that weight, this as well put it all on your scale. Ishida Uryu. So basically, because he's able to think of certain situations clearly, and he's able to put himself out of certain situations and think with whom he should side with and make that balance with that scale that Uryu made an example of, he's therefore able to pretty much take control of his actions, which makes him the main in his life and not someone else. Much so like people do in real life. They weigh the situation. When they grow older, they choose their own paths. They go to school, they graduate, and they make their own lives off of that. Or at least most people do. Unlike some. You must go and save your friends. So basically, at the end of the day, Storm Rider B has one conclusion, and that is that Uryu has to go and save his friends no matter what, and no matter what the cause. Because as of right now, things are just looking plain and simply terrible. Even if it doesn't alert or change and result even in the slightest, making decisions based on conviction that you believe in and walking your own path has its own merit and worth. There's something to be said for not having even one regret. So basically he's giving him a speech, and you can see right there on his sword, of course, the designation B, which is his letter. And he pretty much passes away. What on earth is that ability? He can actually rewrite the future. If he can do that, then there is no limit to what he can accomplish. So, sorry Kurosaki, I couldn't heal Tenza Sangetsu. Which means I won't be able to use my rejection to undo any of the destruction that's occurring or that will come in this future we're entering. Please forgive me. Now you won't be able to fight anymore. So she tells that Ichigo will not be able to fight anymore. Reggie picks up Ichigo and she says, that the now is not the time, really. We don't have that luxury. We're gonna go after him. You fool. Charging in head first is no plan. We need to regroup and form a strategy before confronting him. We could sit here till we're blue in the face. Ain't no strategy that'll work against a freak like that. There's got to be something. So she's thinking right now, Rukia, she's just like, no, there has to be something that should work against this guy, because there's no such thing as a person who can predict every single plan that you throw at him. Yeah, you're totally right. It's too late. It's hopeless now. You son of a... Okay, Ichigo has gotten stabbed twice already. Okay, Tsukishima, really? Tsukishima's here again? Why the hell is Tsukishima here? What is this, more power now? So Tsukishima has arrived and he technically stabs Ichigo again. Now my question is this a real sword? Is that one of the or is that one of the swords that Rukia used to actually give him his powers back? What are you trying to pull, you smug prick? What am I trying to pull? I wouldn't even know how to answer that. Ginjo said we're taking your side now. So I didn't really have much to say in the matter. So basically, remember Ichigo had a full ring. He had a necklace, and that necklace allowed to awaken a power within him. It seems like this sword is going to be just for that. So it can awaken his full ring, awaken the next stage of his power. And that's why being able to control his full ring. Because remember, he's taking the Hollow, the Quincy's, and Soul Reaper's power, but he has a full ring power, which is another power that lies within him. So let's see what happens after he gets stabbed for the second time. You're taking our side? You really are a prick. I never said we take their side. My exact words were, we'd come to repay our debt to him. Orihime, use your healing technique on his sword again. He may have rewritten the future with such an immense power that you're not capable of rejecting it with yours. But if there is a past where that didn't happen, then you should be able to reject it here. And that's exactly what I have inserted. So he has inserted the ability to reject Iwatch's power. So now he is actually able to heal Tenzin Sangetsu completely. Your sword has not been broken. Well then, I guess we can call the debt repaid. We are square now, right? So basically they repaid Ichigo after trying to betray him, practically. Hell yeah. Zero hesitation in those eyes. So now he's not healed up completely, but he will be, and now he will not hesitate to fight Iwatch because his sword has been healed completely. But Ichigo was technically healed by himself because of his unique power to actually do so. I'm not sure if Iwatch took that away from him as well, which I highly doubt because that usually comes with Ichigo, the ability of being able to actually heal himself and have extra power lying within him. So thank you very much for joining me on this reaction review. And yes, that is rain you're hearing outside my window. Thank you very much and have a great day. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and follow me up on Twitter. Whew, that was terrible there.